Hi, this is Rochelle with Scrapcraftastic Plan with me, and I have 4 budget-friendly planners here to share with you. Ultimately, I would like to at least pick one to use for my body book. I already have been kind of obsessing about one, and I don't know why. Also, I may be able to use one of these instead of the Dollar Tree planner, even though I discussed maybe using this altered composition notebook. Well, I have this in here. This altered composition notebook that I cut down to B6 size, 5 by 7. I may change how I use this instead of using it to replace the Dollar Tree planner since the Dollar Tree planner is no longer available. Some changes have been brewing in my mind since I did the video on this, and I've really been thinking about one of these planners. Let me know in the comments below if you know which one it is. I think I've shared 2 of these, and 2 of these are new. So I have the 4 planners. Let's start with this one. This is a blue sky, and all of these are very budget friendly. If I can find the price for them, I will put it on screen for you. It has a poly cover. It is, I don't see the measurements on here, about 6 1/4 by 4, so about 4 by 6-ish. Um, it says 2025 planning calendar tabbed weekly plus monthly calendar pages, January 2025 through December 2025. Plus 3 bonus months. So we'll see what that is. It includes reference pages, contacts, and notes. So again, this is from Blue Sky. It's got this laminated page here with the yearly overview for 2025 and 2026. This planner belongs to page. Contacts, important dates, January through December. And then, okay, so this is the 3 months. It starts with October, November, and December. That's 2024. Then it goes into January. Now, first off, the first thing I see is that it has a split weekend. So you have half the space for Saturday and Sunday, which I don't know if that matters to anyone. I don't know. That might be a no for some people. It also has the countdown of the days. So day 1 of 364, day 1 of 363, blah, 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 all the way down. It has the holidays, looks like, and the days of the month are lined. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 line spaces and then 2 line spaces on the weekend. Then we get to the weekly pages. They are horizontal. I love the color here. It's a gray. The text is in gray, and then the lines on each day are very, very faint, which I like. They look like they may be dotted. I'm not sure. But I think it's just the right color tone. The font sizes are perfect for this. Again, the weekend is split. This is not so bad. So if you were using this to replace the Dollar Tree planner, you would be used to the weekends being a little bit smaller anyway. And when I purchased these, that is kind of what I had in mind, using these as a replacement for the Dollar Tree planner, even though I feel like this A6 size may be a little too small for that. Other than the split weekends, I think this is a great planner. I don't really care for the laminated tabs here either, but I could get over that as well. It is, ooh, I didn't notice this before. It's a Monday start. I don't really care for that in my monthly. I like the traditional Sunday start, but I know why they did it because they had to do the split weekend. So I get it. Are the weeks Monday start? Yes, the weeks are Monday start. So we go flip to the end. So this is December, all of December. Then you get the first few days of January 2026. So the first through the fourth. You get a notes page and holidays for 2025 and 2026. And that's a laminated page as well. And then states and capitals. And then again, the poly cover. So I really like this. I like that it's small, compact. It has the nice poly covers. If you wanted to put a more luxurious cover on it, it is A6-ish size. So I'm thinking maybe an A6 cover would work with it. This is an option. Okay. Then we get to this one. This one is a little bit larger, as you can see. I think they're about the same height. Maybe this one is a little taller. Does it have the sizes on here? Why don't they put the sizes on there? Okay. Is it on the back? So this is a See It Bigger, which I thought was pretty interesting. It's about 6.5, where this one is 6.25. But by 4.25 without the coils, by 4.5 with the coils. This one is 4 without the coils and about 4.25 with the coils. Okay, or double rings. I think that's what it's called, double rings. This one is October 2024 through December 2025, monthly and weekly. Contact pages, passwords, note pages. Easy to read and use. 3 months bonus. Yeah. So it's got the same poly cover. I prefer the black over the blue, but it's blue. It's got the laminated page with more information on here. This is from Plan Ahead. It's got a welcome, personal info. The paper in this one, I didn't even talk about the paper in this one. I feel like the quality of the paper in this one may be a little bit better than this one. I think I prefer this paper. This one seems a little more thin than the blue sky. But you have the year at a glance 2024 on 2 pages, 2025 on 2 pages, 2026 on 2 pages, 2 event pages. Now, one thing I don't like about this is the blue, but I guess it could be overlooked since it's a consistent blue. It's not different colors throughout. So maybe it could be looked at as kind of a neutral, but I don't really care for the blue. Let's see. So that's events. Let me get to October. Now, another thing, this is what is it called? See It Bigger. But I think the numbers are taking up quite a bit of space in the daily blocks of the monthly calendar. I don't know. They seem to, like for instance, here on the 14th, it has the holiday for the US and Canadian holidays. Interesting. And it leaves no room really to write, and you have the larger numbers. If you have a visual impairment, that may be good, but I don't think these are excessively small either. So I don't know. I really don't know. I do prefer the size of these more, but this is a Sunday start. So I prefer that as well. And it looks like here on the weekends, they have those dates in blue. Everything else is like a gray tone. It's not really black, which I like. If we could have skipped the blue lines and the blue text, this one could have been perfect because it doesn't have the split weekend. So the monthly doesn't have the split weekend. Every day, has its own space, equal space. Same thing here. Um, Again, horizontal, it has the days of the week. This one doesn't have the countdown to the end of the year kind of thing. But I mean, if you don't need that, that's not a big issue. Let's see. And then of course you go through December of 2024 and then it goes to January of 2025. So there's that. And all the months and weeks flow the same way. Again, the blue is distracting to me, but I could get over it, I'm sure. Then let's go to the back. We go through the 4th of January and this one as well. Notes, 12 pages of notes, 8 pages of contacts, 4 pages of passwords, and then recommendations, movies, TV, books, music, restaurants, travel, and another laminated page in the back. I think these laminated pages kind of act as page lifts to keep the papers from curling around the double coil or the double ring. I don't know. Anywho, so that is that one. This one gives me, well, I guess, I don't know. I like it, But I still, and even though this has that Monday start on the monthly, I still prefer the look of this one. This one looks cleaner. This one looks, I don't know. That's just being picky because both of them are perfectly fine, really. Okay, this one has a nice thick poly cover. It has the butterflies. It's a double coil as well. I did have an issue with the cover coming off the coil, but I think I may have just have needed to twist the coil in the right direction. This is Pen+Gear, October 2024 through December 2025. A weekly planner, monthly and weekly layout, soy-based ink, recycled paper, 15 months. It's 6.45 inches by 8.06 inches. Very strange sizing there. So as far as the paper goes, this is extremely thin paper. Even these have better quality paper. I can tell right off. These smaller planners have a better quality paper. And I said that I thought this was thicker. You know what I think? I think the page with the tab on it is a heavier paper. Yeah, the page with the tabs on it is a heavier paper in here. The regular pages are, I think these are a little bit better, but they're very close. This paper, without knowing the way, they may be similar. Does it even tell you any information about that? About the paperweight or anything on these? I doubt it. It doesn't look like it. And this may seem a little more flimsy also because of the size of the paper. I think these being smaller, it's not as noticeable that the paper might be a little on the thin side. But let's go back to the beginning. So we got a blank front page, perfect at a dashboard or whatever. This planner belongs to emergency contacts, year to glance for 2025 and 2026, 2025 holidays, birthdays, and special days, important dates, January through December here. Then we get into the monthly calendars. Again, love the color look of the gray, not black and overpowering, not thick, overpowering lines. It would have been extra special if they had the line spaces in the month, but it's still great the way it is. A Sunday start. The notes column is on the right on this one. I think it was, there's no notes column on this one. And the notes column is on the right on this one. So no notes in the blue sky, notes on the right in the see it bigger. You get the previous month and the next month. So that's different, I think, when it comes to comparing. But these are smaller, so you wouldn't expect to have little extras like that because there's not as much space to work with. So that's what the monthly looks like. And the one thing that deters me from this one is these tabs. Um, they kind of have like the Kiki K style tabs, if you remember the Kiki K planners. I don't mind those. I just don't really like the color, but I'm noticing that it's only the tab that has the color. The actual pages don't have that color. So, other thing though is that it has a split weekend. However, because this is bigger, the split weekend isn't as big of an issue. At least I don't think so because the pages are larger. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. So again, it has October, November, December. Then we jump over here to January 2025. This is what the monthly looks like. This is what the weeklies look like. Again, the paper is more flimsy than I would like, but for the price, I don't expect to have the best quality paper. I mean, and if I could deal with the Dollar Tree planner paper, this wouldn't be an issue, I don't think. Let's see. It doesn't have those special countdowns. It does have the holidays, it looks like. Yes. It doesn't have the blank boxes. So the blank boxes are filled in with the light gray of the previous month or the next month. I like that. Haven't seen that in a while. Um, let's go back here. to the end of December. So all of the days of that month or the pages for that month have the tab on them. See here? So they all have it. I could easily chop that off if I wanted to, but yeah, it's kind of like a color coding per month. Then you get one, two, I think 16 note pages, 10 ideas pages. I think these are a nice feature. Then for the contacts, 2 pages of contacts, 3 pages of goals. So I think this is a pretty nice overall planner. Again, it was very budget friendly. I'll try to remember to put the price for you. Changes beautiful 2025 planner. The back cover is that same poly material. It's just not clear on the back where it's well, it's not see-through or translucent, transparent. Translucent or transparent. You can't see through it on the back like you can on the front. The only thing with this is that it's an odd size. I think this is maybe Paille size. I don't know what this size would be called. If you know, let me know in the comments. 6.45 by 8.06 inches. But I very much like this one. Okay. Then last but not least, I shared this on the main channel when I first picked it up. This was what I was initially going to use to replace the Dollar Tree planner, and then I had second thoughts because of the size. Felt like it was too much planner for me to decorate. This is almost a classic size planner. It is 6.5 by 9.25. They did put the size on this one. This one is 12 months, January 2025 through December 2025. And it has a double coil or double ring as well. It's got the poly cover in black, very basic, simple cover. It has these stickers in the front. The paper, again, I keep comparing to this one because this one was the one that I liked. I think the paper may be heavier than all of these, actually, just by a hair. Or maybe it's the slickness of the paper that's the difference. But anyway, it has this planner belongs to personal info, emergency contacts, 2025 year at a glance, 2025 holidays and occasions, birthdays and special days, January through December, doodles. See, this one is nice too. It's a hard decision, but I'm gonna have to say no to this one just because of the size. However, I could use this as a home planner, which, yeah, I don't necessarily have to decorate. I was looking for a replacement for the Dollar Tree planner to decorate using the Scrapcraftastic weekly planner and journal challenge, doing the prompts in that planner. And I also wanted to use a very budget-friendly planner so that anyone that's on a budget and wants to play along and plan, that they will have an option. It's really unfortunate that the Dollar Tree planner is no longer available, the one that I was using. This has a Sunday start, nice gray lines and text. The days of the week are a little bit small considering the size of this planner, but they are legible pretty much. The notes column is on the right. And even though it didn't say that it has October, November, and December in here, okay, it has October, November, and December monthlies. It doesn't have the weeklies for them. Okay, so it's just the monthlies. Then it's page for doodling. Also, the dividers here are a different type of paper, but it's paper nonetheless with the tab on it. So this paper is a different color than the actual paper, the regular paper of this planner. It has a January, kind of like a currently layout here. So to-dos for January, birthdays, special days, priorities, personal goals, work goals, I'm grateful for, I'm excited about. Then again, Sunday start, notes on the right. That was another thing about this one. It is vertical. At first, I thought, "Ooh, that's different." You don't usually see the more inexpensive planners with a vertical layout. I think this would have been better if the lines would have been lighter and maybe just the dark divider lines. There's plenty of space, however, for decoration and washi tape, top and bottom, depending on if you use these spaces at the bottom. 2 spots for notes, one tracker where you can track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things for the week. And this is what it looks like. I think this is a little redundant, writing the week of January 6th through the 12th when you have the 6th through the 12th right here. So this is really unnecessary. Again, just room for washi tape up there. And yeah, it's just a nice vertical. Maybe if you need a to-do list style planner, I think this would be good for that. And then this is kind of reminiscent of the Happy Planner. I mentioned this previously in the other video. This page is a different color as this page because it's a different type of paper. So this has more of a yellow tone to it, and then or a tint, and this is more pure white. But go all the way through, basically the same vertical weeks. It does have the split weekend. But again, because of the size, that's not as big of an issue. And I think you could use your boxes. So if you're a planner that uses the 1.5 inch wide full boxes, you could do that. However, it does not fit exactly the width of the column, but if you line them up just right, you could get a nice look. I think the lines in the spaces are 1.5 inches in width. So if you line them up with those lines, then you would be good. Go to the last day of December. So it ends again on January 4th, 2026. Then you get a doodle page. I think you get a doodle page at the end of every month. Yes, you do. Perfect place for a dashboard. Then you get into notes. I think it's 24 pages of notes and that's it. So you get this poly pocket here, and it's double-sided, so you have space to tuck things in on both sides. Again, it's Pen+Gear. It picks up the lint, and it is very close to classic size. So if you have a classic size cover, this would fit in it, I think. Yeah, 6.5 inches wide. So it's probably 6.5 without the rings or the double coil ring. So yeah, it is 6.5 without, but with those rings, it is almost 7. It was still going to be a little bit smaller because you don't have to allow for the disc. But again, if you got a Happy Planner cover, this will fit in it probably because it's 9.25 inches in height. So is the Happy Planner. So there we go with the 4 Walmart planners that I have to choose from. My decision is these two. I've narrowed it down to these two. Even though I like this one, I don't like the blue. And that one is just too big and it's purple. Initially, my idea was to use this instead of the Dollar Tree planner, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to use this as my body book. And I battled on whether I should use this instead. I don't know. I'm going to start off with this one, then see how it goes. Because I can't put this in my purse, and I kind of want something that I could take along with me. It's going to be a battle between these two. I don't want to have to rewrite things or have duplicate information. So I need to pick one and decide on one. So maybe I'll go through the month of January with one of these and see how I like it and then make a decision. I got a feeling I'm going to end up with the blue sky. But I'm kind of only drawn to the blue sky because I know I can get a nice cute cover for it. And that's really not important. But I am drawn to it because of that, because it's 4x6-ish. And I could probably put it in a cover. And if you've been around, you know I like my covers. So this one, I don't feel like there's any chance whatsoever that I would find a cover that would work for this. I don't know. And again, if you know what size this is, let me know in the comments, or if this is like a standard size or if it's just an oddball size. All right. So that narrows things down. Again, I may use this as a home planner just to keep up with things. And I have some coming things that I need to keep track of. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Let me know, which one would you choose and how would you use it? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.